You guys are supposed to protect the Constitution and love it.
Sir, I don't give you permission to record anything.
I was waiting for that one. She doesn't give me permission to record her. Even though we have freedom of the press and she signed up to the military to record, to save our First Amendment when it comes to freedom of the press. So you don't know.
YouTuber like that.
I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to make better cops, to remind cops that they're held to a higher standard, and that they work for the public and that they should treat the public with respect. I record the biggest police force in the nation. NYPD has the most cops. We're the biggest.
Today, we're heading from a U.S. Navy recruiting office to the streets of New York, where two very different encounters reveal how government officials react when citizens exercise their constitutional rights. One simple question sparked an uncomfortable confrontation, while another led to a surprisingly respectful conversation. The original creators behind these videos continue helping educate the public about civil rights and government accountability. Be sure to subscribe to their channel using the link in the description and let them know ID Refusal Rights sent you. We love civil rights, we love the Constitution, and this is one video that will definitely leave you with an opinion before it's over.
Sir, what position do you have in the United States military? You look very, very fresh, as we say in the streets.
Navy recruiter.
You're a recruiter. Nice. So you have a very important job, getting people to join the Navy so that they can protect our country and protect our rights. Do you know what the Third Amendment is, brother?
I'm not having this conversation. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Isn't it part of your? Isn't that the main thing about your job? To do you ask anybody that you enlist if they actually care about the Constitution when they sign up? Because you're the recruiter, so you should be. Well, the thing is, you're the one that's trying to get people to sign up. So, by the way, you're being watched by thousands of people.
So if you have any questions for us, you can refer to our public affairs officer. Would you like his number?
Are you his superior?
Yes, I am actually.
Awesome. So how come he doesn't have that much love for the Constitution and he don't want to talk about it?
I'm going to refer you to our public affairs officer because we're not going to have the conversation.
You can't. Are you guys?
Social media.
Are you guys not allowed to say that you love the Constitution?
I'm allowed to refer you to my public affairs officer, and that's where this conversation ends.
Well, that's not the best service, is it? If you're servicing the people and you're fighting for our rights.
I'm going to refer you to our public affairs officer. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You guys are the Navy. Okay, I get it. You guys are the Navy.
Would you guys like his number? I can give you the contact information.
You guys are the ones that point. The war is over there, and then everybody else goes and takes care of the problem. That's you guys. Okay, got it. You see, guys, not everybody is a hero in our military. Because a hero would love to say how much they love our Constitution. Don't you think, ma'am?
I have no comment, thank you.
You should. You should have comments, because that's the First Amendment. And you guys, your job is to protect that too. Unbelievable. You guys are supposed to protect the Constitution and love it.
Sir, I don't give you permission to record anything.
I was waiting for that one. She doesn't give me permission to record her. Even though we have freedom of the press and she signed up to the military to record, to save our First Amendment when it comes to freedom of the press. So you don't know.
The moment that statement was made, the entire encounter changed. In the United States, courts have repeatedly recognized a First Amendment right to record government officials performing their duties in public areas. The issue here is not whether someone likes being filmed. The legal question is whether the recording takes place in a location where privacy rights are limited. A misunderstanding of that distinction often becomes the spark that turns a routine encounter into a constitutional debate.
The very First Amendment, Smith, in front of thousands. Embarrassing.
Can you please refer to our public affairs officer?
So now he's recording me saying that what she was doing was wrong. Is it part of your job to film me with your personal phone? Are you on the clock?
No, this is my personal phone.
Well, because if it's not, I have the right to know and I can request that footage.
And as can I.
You can't request my footage.
Why not?
Because it's my personal phone.
Okay.
I don't work for the government. The government works for me. So, this is why we do what we do. We go around the whole country standing up for the Constitution, and you guys get all the credit. That's funny. That is funny. So, Fallon, You've been owned by Mr. America. Phoenix. Phoenix. Look at me, Phoenix. You've been owned by Mr. America.
Who are you affiliated with?
Noneofyourbusiness.com. So, we love and respect the Constitution. And so should you. So should you. So, these guys get triggered because a citizen just asked a question as simple as, what's the Third Amendment? This is making the United States Navy look real bad.
Like I said, please refer to our public affairs officer.
I will. I can go to any office. We finance those. Smith. The First Amendment, Smith. Freedom of the press. How did you fail that one but pass basic training? That's crazy. Anybody can join the Navy, huh? Guys, this is the United States military that I love and respect. The ones that love and respect the Constitution. If not, you should take off that uniform. Because it could be considered stolen valor if you're not really about this, you know? She literally said, that's the walk of shame. That's the walk of shame. So.
I'm like, okay, so you're just gonna say that in the cubicle?
What's your superior's name? I have the right to know, right? Are you FBI? You sure are. Let's see how far we can get away with this. Rules. Let's go check out the rules, guys. See if there's anything we should be aware about. No, they just don't want you to be sick. Is this a federal building?
Yep.
Is the First Amendment allowed in the lobby? Do I just want to take pictures?
Yeah, the
The first floor is fine?
Yeah.
Awesome. Ooh, somebody didn't read the rules. That guy got COVID.
That's all that brings you in today, just taking pictures?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a federal facility, administrative inspection for weapons and explosives. No guns, knives. Today.
No. I do have trash. Oh, cigarettes. That's it. Oh, coin.
All right, no belt on today?
No, sir.
All right, that's everything. I'll pay you.
Then I go around city buildings all over the country for the past 7 years. Well, being a federal, I'm sorry?
Do you write about them? Blog about them?
Yes. So I highlight the good and I expose the bad in a respectful way. So, but
The areas.
exactly. So, but I love how he told me why we're being searched on the way in. So most people just say, is this a court here? Oh, nice. We have the First Amendment right here at the federal building. Oh. Well, the federal building is supposed to protect the Constitution more than anywhere else, because the Constitution is a federal document. Not guilty for him. He looks like not guilty. got the Third Amendment, guys. You can't. This doesn't get any. Can't be any better. Hey, quick question. You look very young. How old are you?
I just had a birthday. 28.
28?
Yeah, 28.
What do you eat?
What do I eat, man? I eat everything, bro.
That's
I work
good.
out a lot. You know what I mean? So,
That's good. That's good.
I appreciate you.
Diaz, you you look like you're 18 actually.
I get that a lot.
So I thought you just joined in the military. How long have you been in the military?
What's today? 21st.
Today is the 21st.
So in 1 week I'll hit 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for protecting our rights. I go around asking everyone about the Third Amendment. Most people don't know the Third Amendment. I'm not going to question you. I'm not going to test you. But a lot of people don't know it, brother. And everybody knows the First Amendment, some of them. And then the Second Amendment, and then the rest of our rights, most Americans really don't know about them.
25.
Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, we have 27 amendments in the Constitution. You can walk around with $1 million and give it to the first police officer that answers that question correctly, and it's probably not going to happen. I have much respect for you because you guys are in the, you guys are the first ones to protect our country from other countries who try to bully us. So, you trying to stay another 10 years in the military or what?
We'll see. I mean, it's almost time for me to make that decision, so we'll find out here in the next couple of months if it's something I want to do.
All right. Well, keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
I appreciate your time.
You too. Awesome. Awesome.
In the first encounter, a simple question about the Constitution was met with silence, deflection, and growing tension. But what happens when an officer chooses conversation over confrontation? This next interaction reveals how professionalism, respect, and communication can completely change the outcome of a public encounter. If you're still not satisfied with how the officials handled the first encounter, drop the letter R in the comments. Your comment helps show that accountability and constitutional awareness still matter to this community.
I guess my details.
For what crime or violation?
Is that a non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
Investigate. You should investigate it before you make contact.
Let's see. No, I can look at it and ask
Go ahead.
questions.
Investigate.
And I see your stuff on YouTube all the time.
Thank you. I
My man.
appreciate it.
Greatness.
God bless you.
Yeah. You got some of them. You're pretty quick.
All
with
the
that
time.
stuff.
Because they forget to investigate. They run on power and ego.
But you know what though? You're slick there. You cover the labor.
If you look, you'll see
Can I
it.
ask you on this question?
Go ahead.
Pays well?
What pays well?
YouTube. Being a YouTuber like that.
I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to make better cops, to remind cops that they're held to a higher standard, and that they work for the public, and that they should treat the public with respect. I record the biggest police force in the nation. NYPD has the most cops. We're the biggest city, and a lot of cops they join for the wrong reason, and you can tell. So I try to educate them.
Listen carefully to what happens here. Instead of demanding authority, the auditor explains a principle that sits at the heart of American constitutional accountability. Recording public officials performing their duties in public is generally protected expressive activity under the First Amendment. The camera becomes more than a recording device. It becomes a tool for transparency. In this moment, the conversation shifts from suspicion to accountability.
Teach them on de-escalation, how to investigate
Why don't you?
properly.
You ever thought of reaching out and doing a training or becoming one or something?
It's hard. It's hard in this big city, you know.
You think
I mean,
cuts, bro.
I know.
Stop playing.
I don't want to be a cop. I don't believe in the culture. I won't last long.
Why not?
Well, we're technically we're all supposed to be on the same side, the side of the Constitution, the side of rights and freedom. But some, like I try to give officers the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe you did join for the right reasons. Maybe you have integrity, and somehow along the way you lost your way a little bit. So I try to remind them why they signed up and that they work for the people. I understand it may be a dangerous job, but it's noble. You took the job. Noble. You know that you can get hurt, but there's a lot of cops that put police safety over public safety, and they have that attitude that it's them versus the citizens, when in fact it's not. You're supposed to be bridging the gap and building a rapport with the community. I'm supposed to feel safe to photograph you and video you in public. My rights are supposed to be protected in front of you.
But nobody takes those rights away from you.
Notice the tension here isn't physical, It's philosophical. The auditor describes a concern often discussed in modern policing debates, balancing officer safety with the constitutional rights of the public. American courts have consistently held that lawful activity alone does not automatically create reasonable suspicion. The challenge is maintaining safety without turning every citizen encounter into an investigation. That balance is where constitutional policing succeeds or fails.
Well,
You see my work, then you should know.
hold on. That's why I stopped myself.
Right. I've gotten violated so many times. And I'm the nicest one in New York.
Yeah, I've seen your stuff.
I'm like the most cordial. You give me respect, I give you respect. Now you start violating, then I gotta stand up for myself.
In those videos.
Sometimes I do. Like when I go live, I'll show my
You know, I
face.
gave it away. The beer gave it away.
Yeah.
Because that's like, yo, what's your Corona?
Yeah.
Is that the only one that?
No, I just found an IPA that's non-alcoholic. Because when I used to drink IPAs because it gets me fucked up fast. You know what I mean? So I found an IPA, so I just drink it for the taste. You know?
So good. And I heard your voice so good.
Yeah, I just celebrated 10 years clean. So yeah. Dude, I can't say where I go because of money, property, and prestige, but if you know, you know. I'm in a fellowship of other recovering addicts.
Just
you know,
keep your head in the game and
one day at a time, brother.
one day at a time.
That's it.
It's a tough road, man.
Yeah.
Two encounters, two completely different responses, one simple lesson. The Constitution means very little if the people sworn to protect it refuse to understand it. But when citizens know their rights and public officials respect those rights, accountability and freedom can exist side by side. If you're still not satisfied with how government officials handled the first encounter, drop the letter R in the comments. Every R helps show that this community values accountability, constitutional awareness, and respectful public service. If you've ever been questioned, detained, or pressured to identify yourself when you believe you were acting lawfully, share your experience below. Your story may help someone else understand their rights. And if these videos taught you something today, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're always one step ahead when it comes to your constitutional rights. You don't have to stay silent. You have to know the law. In America, freedom isn't something you ask permission to use. It's something you're expected to exercise. This is ID Refusal Right, where knowledge is power, accountability matters, and your rights are worth defending.